Talking about my first day, I was a kind of student who avoided speaking situations. I had opportunities, but I avoided them.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today I'm going to interact with one of my students. Hello, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am SOHA. I study in class 10th, and I am here with WAJID sir, and we're gonna have some conversation.
So I'd like to ask you a few questions. My first question is, there are some people who think that it is absolutely hard for people to learn English. I mean, some people are of the opinion that everyone can't learn English. Some people think that, yeah, only a few. Some people, different opinions. What's your opinion about it? Do you think everyone can learn English?
The people who say, in my opinion, that it's really very hard to learn English language within some period of time, you cannot learn English language, according to me, or I'll say in my opinion, they are totally wrong. Everyone can learn English. We all are learners, and we would even die as learners. So we should keep trying. Nothing is impossible. Everyone can learn English if you can have good trainers, if you have a self-driven desire to learn something. You can absolutely learn. Like some really good tips to begin conversation with. You can say hello to everyone. You go for a morning walk, you can say hello. Many people would say hello back, and even if someone doesn't say hello back, it doesn't matter. You have to build a keen desire to learn something, and if you have a keen desire to learn something, you can do anything. And even you can say good weather, or you can say got the time, and even if you say the same word to everyone, nobody's gonna have that thing in mind that you are saying the single word to everyone. You're having the same conversation with everyone. So this is how you can begin with, and you speak in front of people, you have conversations with people. So this would really help you building confidence. Like for the first time when you get up, you just say your name, you just introduce yourself, just some little tidbit things. And the second time you get up, you face some simple questions, you make conversations with people, you ask your trainer to motivate you, ask your trainer if you're having some doubts, you're having confusions in learning, and that is how you can learn English language. And the people who say it's really hard to learn English language, in my opinion, they're totally wrong. Everyone can learn this language.
Wow, that was enlightening. Now, there is one more question. Since you are a class 10 student, how does one manage, studies, your academics, and then you're going for language learning? Is it going to affect your studies, or there is a way out, or there is a process that you follow? How do you learn, study class 10, your subjects, whatever there is, but then you are learning English on top of it? How do you manage these things?
When it comes to me managing these things, I am in class 10th. I have to maintain a schedule for all the things, like half an hour for my studies and then half an hour rest. In that rest period of time, you can practice your English language. You can have conversations. If you're not having someone back home with whom you can have conversations, you can have those with yourselves. You can talk to yourself. You can think, you can eat in English, you can walk in English, and you can watch, some people, they watch Netflix. They watch web series. You can watch even them, even that in English. You can. We have Google. We have YouTube. You can have lessons. So that is how we manage. We have to maintain a schedule. We have to maintain a timetable for that. And this is how it's gonna help you.
Okay, it leads us to our next very interesting question, and that is, since you're talking about listening to the native speakers of English, now there is a strong debate about whether we should learn pronunciation and accent, and there are some people who are divided in their opinion. Some people think that it's important to learn English language with correct pronunciation, with a proper, say, British accent or American accent. Are you into this pronunciation and accent thing, and what's your opinion about it?
When it comes to people learning pronunciations, it's really not important. It depends on you whether you want to learn it or not. For learning pronunciations, you can have help from your trainers. You can listen to orators. You can listen to speeches, and you can listen to some native speakers. But when it comes to pronunciation, it really depends on you if you want to learn it or not. If you want to learn pronunciations, you can have the methods I mentioned already, and if you don't want to learn it, it's totally okay. You still have to communicate with people. You can still communicate with people if you don't learn pronunciations.
Now, well, you're talking about pronunciation being an optional thing. Well, I think pronunciation is important, but talking about accent, it is something optional. You want to learn it, okay. You don't want to learn it, it's still okay. Those people who discourage people from learning pronunciation and accent, yes, you're right. It's optional. You want to learn it, fine. You want to learn British accent. You want to train. You want to go to a trainer who is a master of, say, British accent or American accent. Then there are people, they're like, pronunciation is not important, accent is not important. They discourage you from doing it. What's your opinion about those?
When it comes to accent, people have a mother tongue influence in their languages. When they get up, they are afraid being laughed at. They're afraid if people make fun of them, fun of their language, fun of their accents. And when it comes to people who discourage you, they tell you you cannot learn accent, or it's really not important to learn accent, just ignore those people. Just you can have a really good environment besides those people. There are people who can encourage you. There are trainers who have really good pronunciations, really good accents, who can really help you with it. And it always creates an inferiority factor in minds of students who are learning it. As a student, we should try to express our accountability, whether that make us feel like Wake or Abbas.
Now, if I have encountered a lot of people, I have heard a lot of people say, and I have seen a lot of people write on Facebook, on different platforms, social media platforms. They say these small little kids, they are exposed in videos. They have actually memorized these speeches, and these trainers, they are just fooling people. Would you like to say something about your first day at the academy? I mean, this academy, and now your speech, the way you speak, and you compare your day one to this day. Just talk us through. Just talk us through your journey.
Talking about my first day, I was a kind of student who avoided speaking situations. I had opportunities, but I avoided them. I didn't take those opportunities, and avoided speaking situations. I didn't talk to people. Whenever I was asked to get up and speak up front, I said, no, I'm not feeling well. And now I am a student. I am a narrator now. I've hosted many conferences. I have hosted many shows, and I am working as a facilitator in a summer camp. So this is how it changed me. People are wanting me now. I am wanted because I worked hard on myself. If I had a self-driven desire to learn this language, I worked hard, and comparing my first day to this day, it is having a drastic change. I'm totally changed, and I'm really satisfied with it.
Finally, what's your message for those people who want to learn the English language? They can't, but they have a desire to learn. What's your message for those?
If you really want to learn this language, you get out of your homes, you find trainers, you make conversations with people, you come up front. If it's your first day, just come up front and speak about your hobbies, what do you do in your ideal time, what's your name, what's about your school, about anything you like. And find good trainers. Trainers are really important. They really help us in every aspect. Some people have doubts, they have confusions about how to learn this language. Trainers can help you a lot, and you listen to native speakers. That is all.
Thank you so much.